Hey there, safety conscious drivers. Today we're going to be taking a look at Scrubblades Wiper Blades. First we're going to look at the Platinum on the passenger side, then we're going to take a look at the heavy duty on the driver's side here. Then we're going to put it through a heavy duty test and see how each one matches up. Regardless if you choose the Platinum or the heavy duty blades, you'll want to use our fit guide to ensure you get the correct length for both the driver and passenger side. We've now taken it up here on the hill where I've got a rock to stand on to perform our mud test. We're going to go ahead and throw the mud on the windshield, and we're going to compare how the Platinum wipes it off versus the heavy duty. Get some on the other side. And I think we're now ready to see how they're going to work. Maybe we'll get a little more thicker stuff over here on the heavy duty side. Now that we've got her all mucked up, let's hop in and check it out. We're now inside the truck, and you can see that we've got it all mucked up here. Let's see how our blades are able to remove the debris without us having to intervene. On the left, we have our heavy duty blade, and we can see it's taken out much more of the dirt than what our Platinum blade has. And that's, again, likely due to the pressure that our heavy duty blade is pressing against the windshield, as well as not flexing due to it being so rigid. With our Platinum blade, it does have some flex to it, so these big thick things like this here, it does struggle a little bit more, but definitely works better than your average blade. We'll add a little bit of moisture to it. And we can really see it starting to eat it away. But I would say that's pretty definitive here that if you're off-roading, you definitely want the heavy-duty blades over the Platinum blades. Now that I've turned the blades off, you can see here on the driver's side that the majority of the mud is gone, and I've got plenty of visibility, so that's no longer a safety issue like it was before. Now over here on the Platinum side, you can see that they're not really meant for this application, but if you're just talking about some light debris that you get, like bugs and maybe a little bit of bird poop, these blades will have no problem knocking that off. And it will eventually scrub this clean. It's just going to take our Platinum blade considerably longer than what our heavy duty blade will. So now we're taking our vehicle out, and we've got the Platinum blade installed on the passenger side and the heavy duty blade installed on the driver's side. We've got a pretty dreary day here with rain on and off. We're going to go ahead and get on the road here and test them out. So here we are driving on the road, and we're going to go ahead and show you how they work. You can see that they're both silent and streak free. And it's going to be consistently like that for a very long time, even if our windshield gets more debris on it than just the water that we've got here. That's due to the dual blade design that's present on both blades. And on the outer edge of each blade, we have triangular scrub pads. These triangular scrub pads will scrub the windshield on one pass, while the second blade squeegees the water off right behind it. And then when it goes back on the other pass, the blades flip. So the blade that was squeegeeing now has the scrub triangular surface on the windshield, cleaning it, while the other blade squeegees the water off. The blades are able to achieve their streak-free operation due to the way the arms contour to your windshield and provide uniform pressure across it. This is especially so on the Platinum version. The heavy duty does have multiple contact points to help it achieve this as well, but in the end, the Platinum one is going to contour a little bit better than our heavy duty. The blades are also able to maintain their quiet operation due to the graphite coating that's on them, which allows them to glide more smoothly across the windshield. This also increases the durability of our blades. Here we have the Platinum and the heavy-duty blades side by side, so we can go over how they're similar and their differences. Let's start with the similarities and take a closer look at the blades. Now, we showed them in operation, but if we take a closer look, here we can see the triangular scrub pads that run down the outside edge of the blade. If we flip back this blade, we'll see that the inside edge is smooth, and this is the blade that's going to squeegee the water off the windshield. And since it's on both sides of our blades, it's going to perform a scrub and wipe in each direction. Our Platinum blade has the exact same blade on it as you see here. The big difference between our Platinum blade and our heavy duty here is the frame. This is a vented frame to allow airflow to flow through it, which will allow the blade to stay contacted against the windshield and not lift up. And it's also pretty nice for off-roaders who get a lot of mud on here, that's able to break off and clean off of here a little bit easier. With the Platinum, we have a very flexible blade here, and this will actually let it contour to our window even better than our heavy duty. But you will notice that we've got 1, 2, 3 points of contact on the flexible blade, because it doesn't need as many, because the whole arm flexes to that window shape. Where our heavy duty has an additional point of contact to ensure that it is pressed up against our windshield. In the end, that is going to result in a better operation on this one as far as streak-free and quietness for the longevity of the blade. But the heavy-duty one here is going to be considerably stronger if you've got some very heavy debris on your windshield. So really for you off-road guys, this blade here being flexible, instead of scrubbing, it may just twist the blade and have it go right over top of whatever it was trying to scrub off. Where this more rigid, harder blade will get some of those stickier, larger debris off the windshield better than the Platinum. So really it just comes down to which one's better for your application. So if you are a big truck guy that has a rig that likes to go off-road, or an RV with a very large windshield that collects a lot of bugs, because all that stuff does add up, then I would recommend the heavy-duty blade for you to get those hard-to-remove debris off the windshield. If it's just your regular daily driver, vehicle going back to work, and you just want streak-free operation that's nice and quiet, then this would be the better blade for you. You'll also see here that while this one is not vented like our other one, it does have a slant to the blade, which provides aerodynamic force going down on the blade, ensuring that it's pressed against the windshield. This helps reduce chatter and lifting of the blade. And you also see here the adapters that come included with your Platinum blade. Now again, we do have a kit that's available if you purchase the heavy-duty blade, if you need those to get them installed on your vehicle. The best thing I would recommend for determining if you need these adapters with your heavy-duty blade is to just go ahead and take off your original and check what style you have. So in conclusion, you can see that the heavy-duty blade was able to remove very large debris much better than our Platinum blades will. But if you're just regular driving back and to from work, that's going to be a bit of overkill. And the contour that this blade has is going to be superior to that one, so this is going to be a quieter blade in comparison. So for you guys out there with just regular cars, I'd recommend the Platinum. And for you off-roaders, the proof was in the pudding with that one. You can see why you would want it. We'll now show you a common installation. The most common style is a J style, but if you have a bayonet or pin style, adapters come included with the Platinum wiper blades. If you're using the heavy-duty set, we have an adapter kit available here at etrailer.com that you can purchase along with it to make that fit if you don't have a J style. If you do have a J style though, then both sets will attach without any adapters. We'll remove our original wiper blades first, and sometimes there are pins on the side that you have to release. On this particular one here, we have a cap on top. So we'll just take our screwdriver here, and we're just going to pop the cap here. Just stick your screwdriver in and give it a little twist, and that'll pop the cap. And sometimes instead of a cap here, there is a lever, usually on the bottom side, that you need to press up that will interlock into a small hole in the bottom of the J here. You'll be able to see that once I get the blade off. Now that we've got the cap here moved, we can lift up on the blade. We're going to slide it towards the arm until it slides off. We're then going to gently set this against the windshield. We don't want to leave it up because if it snaps back, it could damage the windshield. Here you can see the hole in the bottom, and if yours doesn't have the cap at the front like ours did, then you'll have a small tab here at the back. You'll just push that up, and that will release the interlock here so you can slide your blade back. If you want to be extra cautious, you can use a paper towel as well. On our new wiper blade, we do have to pop the tab. We're just going to use our screwdriver again to pop that up. Then we can lift up on our wiper blade, slide the new one in place, making sure that it's all the way clicked in there. You see how it wasn't quite clicked in before? Sometimes you got to pull a little hard and give it a little jiggle, and then we'll snap it back down. You can see on this one that our lock tab here doesn't depress on this because there is a tab inside that also locks it into that small hole. We can then repeat the same process on the other side. If you want to follow along, we're going to be putting on the heavy-duty version on the other side so we can make a comparison. On our heavy-duty blade here, it doesn't use the cap style like the Platinum version. This has the tab style that we talked about a moment ago. You can see the small release tab there that you would use to take it off. That will interlock with that hole that we talked about before. So this side's even easier to install since we don't have to move the locking tab up there at the top. We just simply slide it in place and make sure that it clicks in. I like to kind of pull forward and backward a little bit just to make sure that it is locked in so our blades don't come loose during operation. And that completes our look at Scrubblades Platinum and Heavy Duty Wiper Blades.